let's say you're taking the volume and mass conversion quiz, and you run across a problem where I give you this. I give you some kind of a block, some kind of a 3D thing here, and I tell you the measurements of it. I say that it's, let's say 3 centimeters tall, let's say 5 centimeters across, and let's say that it's 6 centimeters front to back. Whichever one you call length, width, and height doesn't really matter. But while you're taking the quiz says this. It says find volume of the block in cubic inches. So you look at that and you think, cubic inches? He gave it to me in centimeters. So what that means is we've got to do a couple things before we can do the problem. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the volume of this block. How big is that block? How much space does it take up? So I already mentioned that the volume of the block is length times width times height. So that's going to be 3 times 5 times 6. So let's see if I can do that without a calculator. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 times 3 is 90. So my volume is 90. 90 what? Well, I've got centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. That's just cubic centimeters, cm3. A lot of kids, they see this cm3. Oh, bad color there. They see this cubic centimeters thing here, and they freak right out. You don't need to freak out. That's just a unit. That just means that the 90 is cubic centimeters. Nothing to stress about there. So anyway, we've got the volume of the block, but it's in the wrong unit. We've got cubic centimeters, and we want cubic inches. So we have to come up with some way to switch cubic centimeters to cubic inches. So in the problem, I will tell you somewhere. I'll tell you that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So some kids will be like, oh, okay, I can do this. Let's see, 90 cubic centimeters, and I want to get rid of, and they'll do this. They'll go, okay, 1 inch is 2.54, and they'll do 90 divided by 2.54. They'll get their answer, some number, and they'll think that they're done. But they did it wrong. This is not right. Why is this not right? It's not right because this problem converts inches to centimeters. You miss out on the cubic part. So what we need to do is we need to switch cubic inches to cubic centimeters. So I'm going to draw a cube. I'm going to try and draw a perfect cube here. Okay, it's already not perfect, but hey, who cares? Okay, so there we go. So there's my cube. It's 1 inch tall, 1 inch across, and it's 1 inch from front to back. So length times width times height. The volume of this cube is 1 cubic inch. Pretty easy. But if it's 1 inch, and 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, that means it's 1 inch. Oh, no, wait. Whoops. That means it's 2.54 centimeters across, 2.54 centimeters tall, and 2.54 centimeters from front to back. So to figure out the volume in cubic centimeters, I need to multiply 2.54 by itself 3 times. So I'm going to go 2.54 times 2.54 times 2.54, and I get 16.387. I'm going to call it 16.4. Whatever I give you on the quiz, use that. If on the quiz, if I give you 16.387, then use that. But for this video, I'm just going to use 16.4. So the volume of this block is 1 cubic inch, but it's also 16.4 cubic centimeters. Now I'm ready to convert my 90 cubic centimeters into what I want, into my cubic inches. So I'm going to write my 90 cubic centimeters. I'm going to set up my conversion problem. I want to get rid of cubic centimeters, and I want to go to cubic inches. 1 cubic inch, we said, was 16.4 cubic centimeters. So all we've got to do is go 90 divided by 16.4. So 90 divided by 16.4, we get 5.487. I'm going to call that 5.5. So we get 5.5 what? Well, let's see what cancels here. Cubic centimeters and cubic centimeters cancel, so what we're left with is cubic inches. So this problem, you might argue that it's, it takes a few steps. You've got to do a few things, but none of them are beyond reach. Every one of these steps is doable. So that's how you do a volume conversion problem on this quiz.